Hey guys, today I've got a battle for you with my 5th generation Little Cup team. Looking at my opponent's team, I'm seeing a lot of huge threats. I mean like big threats. Lily, Mienfoo, Slowpoke, Ghastly. I've never really considered Chinchou that much of a threat. I mean, it's got great typing, but otherwise, it's never really been a huge concern to me. Okay, so let's get to this battle. This battle is against Phanton, who I met on the Small Gun Wi-Fi-Battle Finder. I'm going to lead off with my Stabby, my Poniard, as he's going to lead off with his Lilip. Now, I'm just going to go for a Stealth Rock first turn, and I expect him to do the same. However, he goes for Hidden Power. I'm going to guess it's Hidden Power Fire just because it's a Lilip, but I could be wrong. Next turn, I'm going to go for an Iron Head to try and take it out, and I do, but I get a critical hit. So, unfortunate hacks. So now he's going to send out his Mienfoo, and expecting a Drain Punch, I'm going to pull back into my Mini-Zord and my Gullet just to take it. And next turn he's going to knock off my Eviolite, which is unfortunate, but it lets me set up a substitute quite nicely. And on the following turn I can go for a Focus Punch to try and KO. He breaks the sub with his knockoff, and I almost KO him with Focus Punch. Next turn he goes for U-turn and pulls back into his Doduo. Now, I just wanted to try and KO it, so I actually went for the Shadow Punch. In retrospect, I really should have just tried to set up another sub. Now he goes for Pursuit, and I've never fought a Doduo before this in Little Cup, so I had no idea what to expect. Next, I'm going to pull out into my switch. I'm going to send out my Squirt, my Tortuga, as he switches into a Slowpoke. I'm just going to go ahead and Shell Smash to get my stats up, and seeing he sent in a Slowpoke, I figure I've got another chance to Shell Smash since he can't get me. He can only get me down to my Sturdy. So here he goes for Scald, which was I'm really fortunate that it didn't burn me. And here I really make kind of a stupid move. I go for Earthquake, and I should have gone for Stone Edge because it would have actually been effective. It wouldn't have been resisted, but I would have gotten the stab boost, and I probably would have knocked it out. Here I'm going to go for Flame Charge just to see how much it does, and it does not knock it out. I don't know why I went for Flame Charge, because now he's going to get most of his HP back up. I go for Return to try and knock it out, but it doesn't even do half damage, so he's going to be able to slack off everything. So I'm going to pull back and go into my Fake Jelly, my Jellicent, as he goes for another Scald, and now he gets the burn. Really unfortunate. He burns my wall. Well, not my wall, my bulky Pokemon. Here he's going to send out his Doduo, and as I go for Ominous Wind on his Slowpoke, and it does not KO, or it doesn't even affect it. So next turn he's gonna almost KO me with Brave Bird as I KO him with the Surf, and I'm almost gone. However, I'm not completely gone, so I figure I can actually do something later with Fake Jelly. I pull back and go in my Shroomy as he goes for U-turn with his Mienfoo. So next he's gonna send out his Phanty, his Ghastly, and he goes for Substitute, which is very bad because I went for Spore this turn. So now I've got to break his sub. He uses Shadow Ball, which does a fair amount, as I go for Giga Drain and break his sub, thankfully. So here he expects me to go for not Substitute. He goes for Substitute and expects me to go for Spore, but I just go for another Giga Drain because I know he's going to keep setting up substitutes, and I can at least get back some HP. On the following turn, he's going to use Hypnosis, and it hits. Oh my god, I hate it when Hypnosis hits. It's got such low accuracy. I mean, 70% accuracy, I understand, but 60, that's just horrible. Anyway, I sent out my Stabby because I figured it's the best thing that could take a Shadow Ball. And he's got Hidden Power, probably Hidden Power Fighting, and it KOs. Now I'm going to send out Rosie, my Darmaka. He's going to go for Shadow Ball, which is going to do maybe a little less than a third. And I go for Flame Charge, and it misses. Thank you, Hustle. I go for a second Flame Charge, and thankfully it hits. So now I can go for another Flame Charge and try and take it out. However, he pulls back and goes into his Chinchou, which is surprising. I thought he would go into his Slowpoke. So I go for another Flame Charge, and now my speed is doubled, which means even if this thing is scarved, I can take it out. So that's exactly what I do. Next turn, I go for the Return and knock it out. So out comes Slowpoke again, and I figure Return didn't do as much, so maybe a Flare Blitz will do maybe a little more since it's Stab. But nope, didn't do anything. Did less than Return. So here I'm going to pull back and go into my Fake Jelly. This is what I was talking about before. I figure I'm faster than that Slowpoke, so even if it attacks, I can go for Recover and get back my HP. So I knew my Fake Jelly wasn't done yet. Now I'm going to fast forward through a lot of this because it's just a whole lot of recover stalling on my part. him using Psychic, and me striking back occasionally with Ominous Wind. So, it's not really worth going through all of it, but in the end, he gets his Slowpoke up near full. Yeah, here he's going to pull back his Slowpoke and go into his Mienfoo, and I see what he's going to do. He's going to try and knock off my Eviolite. So I go for the Recover on the switch, and I'm going to pull back now and go into my Shroomy since it's asleep and really can't do anything. So down goes its Eviolite, and thankfully I poison it with the FX Spore. So now I've got a bulky Pokemon without its bulk. So now I'm going to have to wait. I'm just going to have to leave it into Faint. So here comes his Phanty. It's going to use Shadow Ball, and it's going to knock me out. Now I'm going to send in my Fake Jelly. I think I'm down to it as my last Pokemon. He pulls back and goes into his Mienfoo as I just go for the Ominous Wind, try and KO his Ghastly, but it does quite a lot to Mienfoo as well. And thanks to that residual damage from Poison, I will be able to knock out his Mienfoo with another one. Unfortunately, he goes for knockoff, knocks off my Eviolite. I am not going to be able to take a Shadow Ball from Ghastly now, and my defeat is imminent. But you know what? This was such a great battle anyway, I don't care. He goes for Shadow Ball, KOs my Fake Jelly, and that's the end of the battle. Thank you for that battle, Phanton. That was just such an epic battle. Let's get to our talk of the day. Today's talk of the day is about, again, subscriptions. I see that I've finally hit 50 subscriptions, and I'm going to start working on something for you guys. I can't believe that 50 of you guys take times out of your day just to come watch my videos. I mean, I think that's just so amazing. Hopefully, I'll be done with it by next week at the latest. I should be able to get it done before then, but that's the deadline. I hope you guys all enjoyed that battle as much as I did. So, comment, rate, subscribe, and challenge.